Hey you guys, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, and I'm here to bring you a video for my Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces. We're wrapping up the month of December. We are in Libra season, so we are going to see what messages the collective, what's going on in the collective, what messages Spirit has for you guys. This is going to be a general reading, so make sure you take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? This is a collective reading, so we've got hundreds of Scorpios, Cancers, Pisces, of all walks of life, and all types of placements in the natal chart watching the readings. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. If you would like a personal reading, my information will be listed in the box below. Feel free to reach out to me. All right, let's see what we got going on for the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, we're wrapping up September. All right, the day that this is being created is September 24th. All right, so we got 6 more days in September, and we are in Libra season. What's the current situation for my water signs? Talk to me about the current situation for the water signs. Speaking, okay, that's just one channel. I just want one card. What's the messages for the water signs? What's the current situation for the water signs? Current situation. Current situation for the water signs. All right. We have the trees that came out. What's the challenge in the situation? What's the challenge in the situation here? I feel like some of you need to get outside, get some air. You know, the weather's beautiful right now in the United States. I'm in the south here, southern part of the United States, and the weather is beautiful. It's not too hot. The humidity has, you know, as far as the peak of what it will be, I believe it's pretty much over. It's just beautiful weather. So I feel like some of you might need some greenery. Some of you may need to go out, get some air, go out into nature, you know, tap into some green energy. Some of you may need to go near water. If you can't, then maybe take a spiritual bath or go to a local park. Try to go somewhere where there's no tree, where there's no buildings, you know, and just breathe in the air. Try to spend at least a half hour out there, you know. But I feel like this will do you good. The challenge here is the ship. Let's get all your cards out and we'll talk about them. All right. So the challenge is the ship. Yeah, see, the thing is I feel like with this cargo ship, a lot of you have a lot of baggage that you're carrying around with you. A lot of stress, a lot of aggravation. And going out into nature would do you good. Okay? What's your spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors? What do they want you to know? What are your spirit guides? Okay, thank you. So we have Statue of Liberty. Okay? Where's your head at right now? Where is the head of the water sign? Where's Cancer's head at? Where's Scorpio's head at? Where's Pisces' head at right now? Where's their head at? What are they thinking about? Wow, look. The forest came out. So we got trees and we got forest. The definition of tree versus forest. Okay, so some of you may need to go to the forest and hug a tree. All right, outcome is train. The overall energy for your spread, we have coffee. All right, so this coffee energy, there's 2 cups here. So I'm getting here that maybe, you know, you go hang out with a friend. Maybe some of you need to sit down and unwind, have some downtime with a friend or a family member, or a lover, you know, because we do have like a heart shape there. So maybe some of you may be going out on a date. Maybe some of you are considering taking somebody out, or you've been asked out on a date. And, you know, sometimes people don't have a plan as to what they're going to do. Like, you know, somebody may call you up and say, hey, let's get together. You want to do something Saturday? And you'll be like, okay, cool. So, you know, the person will say, okay, well, how about we get together around 3? And you're like, fine. And so maybe you touch base earlier that day to say, hey, we still on? And they're like, yeah, like, okay, so what do you know, anything in particular you want to do? So, you know, I feel like for some of you, maybe having some coffee, just sitting down, having a conversation with somebody might do you good, okay? Just to connect with somebody. The current situation is the trees. So I feel like you definitely, maybe going for a nature walk. Okay? Because I feel like, where your head is at is the forest. So for some of you, maybe you're like, yeah, okay, I wouldn't mind going for a walk, but I don't want to go out in the woods by myself, or I don't, I would love to have somebody that I could have a conversation with to get my mind off of me and what's going on with me. You know what I mean? I know sometimes that is something that I crave as somebody who's single. Sometimes I'm tired of thinking about me all the time. I like to get together with friends and family members and just talk about them and see what they got going on. You know what I mean? So somebody may want to just get their head out of their own scenario or situation here. The challenge is you may have a lot to do. You may have a lot of responsibilities. You may have a lot of baggage. You may have a lot of luggage. You may have a lot to carry. I feel like that's your challenge. You got a lot. You got a lot on your mind. You got a lot of load. So for some of you, and then we have water here. So some of you, I feel as though you may need to unwind. You may need to unravel. Like I said, some of you may need to go out to the water. You see how smooth and still that water is? For some of you, that's where you want your emotions to be. So if you can't get to the water, then maybe going out to the park or going out, in a forest or wooded area would be good for you. Now, your spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors are telling you you need some freedom here. The Statue of Liberty to me represents freedom, being free, breaking away, okay, being independent, liberating yourself. So I feel like some of you need to liberate yourself. There could be a scenario that's going on, where you are just feeling confined and closed in, and you need to free yourself. You need to have some fun. I feel like this is about balancing things out. The outcome here is the train. So I feel like with the train and the Statue of Liberty, I feel like somebody needs to take a trip, because these cards are telling me about a trip. So somebody may need to just take a little mini trip, a little mini vacation, get away with a friend, maybe sit down and talk to your friend about it or a family member. Let's just go away for the weekend. Let's go up and get a cabin. It doesn't have to be anything really, expensive. You can, maybe drive, if you live near a lake, maybe see how much it is, because, what is it? It's now after Labor Day. So, going to campgrounds and going to lakes and things like that, the major money season is like Memorial Day to Labor Day. So now Labor Day is over, but the weather's still beautiful. So this is a great time to get a great rate to go get you a cabin by the lake, or to go to some, areas where there are normally tourists, and go by the sea, maybe Myrtle Beach, things like that. I don't know what the cost would be, but I'm sure because it's no longer peak season, you should be able to find something that's more reasonable on your pocket. So maybe sitting down, talking with a friend, planning something out, and figuring out what you guys may want to do. That might be something that might benefit you all. Let's get some clarity and see what's going on here. What can you tell me about this, the trees in particular? What can you tell me about the trees? Some of you, let's see, what can you tell me about the trees? Ooh, we have the merchant energy. Some of you may work in forestry, or you may be a forest ranger, or you may do some type of work where you are working in the forest, but you could also be working near the water. Some of you could work near the docks. Some of you could work, well, I don't want to say the dock, but some of you may work at the pier. Some of you may work in environments where you're dealing with cargo coming in and out, okay? And so this could be, very hard manual labor. Okay, so I feel like for some of you that could be what you're doing. Like the merchant energy, depending on what I'm seeing here, depending on what else is going on, he could be a multitude of things. But I feel like this is specifically here. This is somebody who doesn't have who has a non-traditional 9-to-5 job. Okay, this could be somebody who works out in nature, who works out near the trees. This could be somebody who maybe works near a park, a forest ranger. You may have a shop. You know how you go to like a state park and then they have a shop where you can go pick up, like if you say for example you're going to a park where there's mountains and it's near like a cavern that has crystals in it. And you go to the little shop that's in the park and you buy some crystals and things like that. This could be a merchant who works in that area. Okay? That could be for some of you. Maybe some of you are thinking about leaving the rat race and you may want to set up shop in one of these areas. Some of you may want to set up a tent. You know, he's got things packed here and he's by the water. So maybe some of you want to go camping. Okay? You could be considering that. I just get an energy of someone wanting to take a trip and wanting to do something a little different. Now, let's clarify this ship. So we have the cargo ship is clarified by friend. So for some of you, maybe you are prolonging or putting off a trip because maybe you're waiting on a friend to go with you. Okay, and I was kind of getting here where maybe you'd have somebody with you, sit down and talk with your friend. Maybe you guys need, you know, you guys are like, yo, we both need to really unwind. We got a lot of catching up to do with one another. We haven't spoken, you know, really in a while, and we haven't really talked about what's going on with us. So, you know, maybe the thing is that you want a friend that you can really rely on, somebody you can really talk to, that you can let all of this load out. Let all this load out with, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot going on inside you here. And I feel like, you know, this is somebody you really need. So some of you are missing a friend, you know, wanting to connect with a friend, wishing you had a friend that you could, you know, vibe with. What's this freedom energy here? The Statue of Liberty. What can you tell me about the Statue of Liberty? Yeah, we have the letter energy. It came out in reverse, though. So I feel like, you know, some of you may not be listening to the message because this is this area where your spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors are trying to reach out to you. So for some of you, I feel like, you know, I feel like this is an energy of, okay, even if you don't have a friend to talk to, you know, there's nothing wrong with just going ahead and getting on the road and just taking a road trip, you know, doing something yourself. Or some of you are ignoring the messages the universe is giving you in reference to you need to take some time out for yourself. You need to hang out with some friends. You know, some of you may have friends that are back holding you back, that are causing all of this stress and aggravation. And the universe is telling you maybe that you need to ignore them with the message energy in reverse and focus on you. Okay, get free of that. Get free of that energy. Some of you have a lot of people around you who are holding you back. They're just a bunch of baggage, a bunch of stress, a bunch of, you know, monkey on your shoulder, monkey on your back. And some of you just need to get away from these people. So for some of you, you just want independence from these people for a little while. You know, and I feel specifically it's either a friend who's stressing you out, or it's the fact that maybe you feel like you would like to have more like-minded people around you that you could connect with. So where's your head at in this situation, water signs? Where's your head at? Okay. So we have the hoitiness card, hoity. All right, so where your head is at is, yeah, you want to go out and you want to go somewhere where you can be free. The hoitiness energy is an energy, you know, you see the peacock here. You know, usually what the male peacocks will do is that some of you want to go out and some of you want to mate. You want to definitely go mate with your friend. You may want to, you know, make love, have sex, you know, whatever it is you want to call it. Some of you are thinking about that. I say that because this peacock energy, you know, the male peacocks, what they do when they're interested in mating is they will show their feathers. You know how they pop their feathers up so you can see how beautiful and colorful their feathers are? Well, I feel like, you know, this is an energy of somebody who wants to strut their stuff, who wants to let their feathers down, you know, who wants to let their shoulders down, let their hair down. And they're looking for that special friend that they can connect with like that. So some of you are looking for somebody that you can just be free with. You know, it's not even necessarily about taking a trip to the forest or anything like that per se. That could help. Some of you are interested in going camping and things like that, but you're really ready to unwind and just let go and let your, you know, let your peacock shine. You know what I'm saying? So the outcome here is the train energy. So it looks like somebody hopping on the train. And they're like, yeah, let's get together. Let's have some fun with the joyfulness energy. So that's beautiful. So I feel like some of you are going to be reaching out to your friends, or your friends are reaching out to you saying, yo, we need to do something. What's popping? Where are we going? What are we going to do? We need to do something next week. What's your schedule like? Well, clear that shit. Let's go. We got to do something. If we don't do nothing but hop on a train and go from this city to the next, which is 45 minutes from here, and just spend the day in the city doing whatever, let's go. We need to go. You know, I just feel the energy of let's release. Let's have some fun. Right? So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Let's see what else we can pull for you. Where are we at? Yeah. So let's get some advice. We'll keep this short and sweet here. Alright, so advice for the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm hearing Bobby Brown. I don't know if you guys are fans of Bobby Brown, but he had this song called I Gotta Get Away. I can't sing, but you know, it's like I gotta get away. I gotta get away. Anyway, I just hear that. I hear that, you know, it's time for you to get away, have some fun. So what advice do we have for the water signs, please? Messages of advice. Okay, we have the butterfly spirit. It says transformation is beautiful. It came out in reverse. This is because, I feel like because you need to be free. You need to spread your wings. Like I'm hearing troops, spread my wings and fly away. But I feel like you just need to spread your wings. You need to have some fun. You need to go someplace where there's no rules and regulations, you know, where you're not, you know, where you can be just totally free. All right, you don't have to worry about the you know, the rat race, the kids. You know, you don't have to worry about all of the regular rut and roll that you go through all through the week. I just feel that people really just need to unwind. I really feel that energy. Yeah, rebirth is assured. Some of you could be going through a transformation as well, and you're stuck in that transformative state because this came out in reverse. So it's like you're going through a transformation, and it's like, yo, I'm going through a major change right now. I need to just relax and have some fun. So that's what some of you are going. That's why some of you are feeling stressed, coupled with, you know, everything that's going on. It would be, you know, pandemic, and, you know, some of you need to turn off the damn TV. All right, that's going to help you a lot. Turn off the news. Let's put it that way. Turn the news off, okay? Watch something silly you haven't watched before. Watch something that makes you laugh. Find a comedy, all right? If you're going through a breakup, don't do the romantic comedies, but find something funny, you know? Or you could just play some music without words and hop in the car and just take a drive. You know, if you don't drive anymore to the, you know, just to the next city, just drive. Find a nice restaurant to go get something to eat at. Sit down and just chill, you know, or find a you know, go to a play, you know, or go to the movies. The movies open now. Go to the movie theater. Find something to do to take your mind off of things that are stressing you out. So at least for 2 hours, you're totally in a different world. You would be surprised at how relieved you would be and how relieved you would feel. And just take your mind off of things for a little while. We have nothing is wasted. It came out in reverse. Some of you may be looking at a situation like, okay, well, I don't want to just, it's a waste of money to go on a vacation, or it's a waste of money to take a little trip for the weekend, or it's a, but you need, for some of you need that. It's going to rejuvenate your spirit. It's going to help you to get through the rest of your transformation. Some of you are stuck in a rut right now. You don't know what to do, where to go. If it's not about money and it's just your emotional self, you know, in a transformation, take a trip somewhere. If it's, like I said, just go somewhere. You know what I mean? If it's nothing but just let me fill up the gas, make sure I got, you know, air in the tires, I got a spare, you know, the oil is changed. All right, let me get my shades, let me get my music together, and I'm going to drive for about an hour. I'm going to go find something. Let me see where I'm driving. I'm going to get something to eat, or I may just go to a movie when I get there, or maybe I'll stay overnight and get a room, and then I'll just come back the next day. Some of you just need to be by yourself. But for some of you, you may feel like you wasted time in a situation that you might be transforming out of, and it came out in reverse. But the universe is saying that that's not the case. Nothing is wasted. You just have to look for the lesson in the situation instead of looking at, oh, it wasted my time, because nothing that comes to you is ever a waste. It's just a matter of how you perceive it and how you look at things. So I hope this message provided some type of clarity or insight or a different perspective maybe you have not considered. I want to thank you for checking out the channel and checking out this reading. Feel free to click like if it resonated with you. And if you want to leave a comment about how it resonated, you need a trip, you need a getaway, let me know in the comments. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading. Take care.